Now, in terms of concern, the biggest concern has been the workload. And relievers have said publicly, Brandon Kitzler, Ryan Madsen, they had to go to the DL. Sammy Solis sent down to AAA because at one point in May, they had 5 relievers, Kitzler, Madsen, Solis, Doolittle, and Grace, all on pace for career highs in appearances. So some of that has changed because of DL stints, whatever. In fact, Kitzler and Solis lead the team with 40 appearances through 96 team games. Now, there are more than 60 relievers around the majors that have appeared more often than those two, but there has been some talk that they're being used too much. And then some of the relievers said that one of the things which Davey has done is he gets them up to if there's trouble, like in the 6th inning. And he'll get them up, and then they kind of expect that they would start off the next inning, and then they don't. So he's wasting their warm-up time, I guess, is the opinion.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he does that. Maybe that's something that Madden did when he was in Chicago. But it just seems to me that this is the type of bickering that goes on when the team's floundering and underperforming.
Ryan Madsen
and by the way, if the starting pitching was a little bit better and could go deeper in ball games, these guys we wouldn't be complaining. I wouldn't think.
Less.
And Rizzo has been doing everything in his power to bring guys up from the minors to spell some of these guys. He's used. He brought up Austin Voth, and he was a disaster. But he's brought up Jeffrey Rodriguez, Carlos Torres, Trevor Gott. He traded for Kelvin Herrera. He brought up Justin Miller, Wander Suero, Tim Collins. I mean, he's brought a lot of guys up. That's 7 guys by my count.
The article in the Post says Ryan Madsen, he's quoted saying, a lot of times when Davey asks you, you just tell him, yeah, I'm good. He's got a lot of stuff to worry about. It's typical for bullpen guys not to be as honest with the manager. That's just the dynamic there. And so then they're honest with Derek Lilliquist, who's the pitching coach, and say, you know what, my arm's not necessarily good to go tonight. And sometimes that message wasn't making its way back to Martinez, who's then telling them
Can you blame
warm
Martinez?
up.
The guys aren't being straight up because they want to be tough, and then he's not getting the real scoop. How can you blame Martinez for that? At some point, Ryan Madsen has to look
sort of a lack of communication, though, from the pitchers who then tell Lilliquist, the pitcher coach, say
that they're gassed.
Yeah, but why don't they eliminate that and just be honest with the coach?
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
They want to look like gamers. They want to go.
It's also on the manager to communicate better, and apparently they say lately he has been doing better.
Well, he probably expected them to be somewhat truthful when he asked him, how are you today?
True. And they've had 4 days off, 5 days, whatever it is, so they should be fine here in the next few weeks.
Sean Kelly was talking about the learning curve for a new manager, which is expected. Everybody says that he's such a positive, upbeat guy. But when you've been watching the Nationals, have you felt like he's mismanaged the bullpen? If you want to chime in, 800-636-1067. They've had a lot of issues, injuries, guys not performing like you think they're going to perform, like Bryce Harper hitting 215. But Davey Martinez and the way he's used the bullpen, has that been a factor in your mind?
I mean, I'm sure there are a couple spots that, I just completely miss. It's not like I watch 9 innings every game. But what teams do when they're struggling. If they were 10 games over 500, these guys probably aren't complaining, are they? And if Strasburg coming back is going to help them, hopefully he can go 7 innings tonight against the Braves. The guys have had 4 or 5 days off.
They'll be fresh right now.
They should be fine here for the next couple of weeks. I think it's a combination of starting pitching not being as good as they thought, certainly the injuries, and then the lineup has been very inconsistent.
And again, if they're 10 games over 5, if they have 10 more wins, the guys aren't chirping like this.
Correct.
Of course.
Correct. Teams start complaining. They start making things up of why and how things are going bad when you're 48-48 and you're expected to be, 10 or 12 games better than that. And it's
all right. Let's Dale in Percival. Dale, what's up, man? You're on the Junks.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks for taking the call. I know Strauss is on the hill tonight, but what about Zimmerman? You put him right back in the lineup?
I wouldn't.
No, he's going. You wouldn't? No. Why?
Because Matt Adams has been really good. I mean, why would you bench Matt Adams? I'd rather play Matt Adams now and kind of ease him back in. That's just my perspective of it.
Okay. All right. The other one we got We got about 10 days. What's Rizzo going to do? We're going to make any trades, or we're just going to ride the season out
I
before
think
we
he's
go?
going to make a
He's going
trade.
to do something.
I think he's going to add a starting pitcher.
I think he's going to try to grab an arm. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he realizes to make this stretch run, he needs another quality
That's
arm
the
in the
conventional
rotation.
wisdom, but when we asked him about it, he said, I like to zig when everyone else zags, so you never know what I'm going to do.
Stole that from Valdez. That's
He
Valdez's
did.
move.
So that makes me wonder. I don't know what else he could do that makes sense.
What
He
if-
said we might even subtract the guy.
What if they go out and get another reliever?
I guess they could.
How many do they need?
I mean,
Well, apparently these guys are all overworked.
Early in the season, then they went to the DL or the minors.
It just
I mean, they
seems to
traded
me
for Herrera
in,
already.
in this day and age that relief pitchers, either middle or closers, are so much more valuable